What is up? This is your LA in a minute. Los Angeles is still roiled from yesterday's immigration raids, the largest enforcement operation in years, when federal agents from several departments made a series of military-style raids targeting locations throughout the city. This has many folks wondering what's next, as LA braces for a prolonged struggle that will define the future of LA as a sanctuary for immigrants or a front line in the national immigration crackdown, or perhaps both. Let's get into it. Yesterday's raids included Department of Homeland Security, ICE, the FBI, and the DEA, and they resulted in 44 arrests, reflecting intensified enforcement under the Trump administration's latest directives, focusing on areas with large immigrant and labor populations. This is a different scale of operation than the coordinated sweeps in February of 2025 when ICE arrested more than 200 people in LA. That time they were targeting people, quote unquote, with criminal convictions. However, yesterday's operation is part of a broader crackdown on undocumented immigration as promised by the administration. It marked a dramatic escalation in tactics as federal agencies raided 7 sites across the city, including a Home Depot in Westlake, Ambiance Apparel in the Fashion District, as well as areas in North Hollywood and elsewhere throughout the city, at various times using tear gas, armored vehicles, and what are called flashbang grenades. Federal officials say that these tactics align with the administration's renewed push for aggressive immigration enforcement, especially ahead of the 2026 World Cup and 2028 Olympics. Advocates, however, are noting that most detainees were day laborers and garment workers without violent criminal records, and at least one protester was injured when he was run over by a van, though not fatally. And SEIU labor union leader David Huerta was reportedly injured and detained while observing the raids. Protests were quick and vociferous citywide. Demonstrators were out en masse, at some point defacing property and physically blocking vehicles. It's important to note that the LA County Sheriff's Department and the LAPD emphasized that they did not participate in the raids. The LAPD specifically noting that since 1979, their policy has barred officers from initiating police action solely to determine a person's immigration status. And Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass condemned the raids, stating, quote, "It sows a sense of terror throughout the community. ICE was literally chasing people down the street." So with the World Cup, Super Bowl, and Olympics approaching, the stage is set for a high-stakes battle over immigration enforcement in America's second largest city. As for what's next, Los Angeles is bracing for a prolonged struggle over immigration enforcement and the rights of its residents. California State Senators Alex Padilla and Adam Schiff demanded a congressional investigation into the tactics. And while community leaders decried the tactics as oppressive and vile and warned of lasting trauma, groups such as Churla launched immediate aid, including a 24/7 hotline and Know Your Rights workshops at 15 locations. While Memo Torres and LA Taco launched a resource guide to help combat ICE. Meanwhile, home security officials have signaled that these raids are just the beginning, with ongoing investigations targeting additional industries and neighborhoods upcoming. Advocates also warn that the city could see further escalations unless there's a decisive legal or political intervention. So, looks like the struggle may very well define the future of Los Angeles as a sanctuary for immigrants or a front line in the national immigration crackdown, or perhaps both. All right, LA, it's been a minute.